Now we're going to talk about this, marijuana being legalized in states all across our great nation. And here in New Jersey and New York, everyone wants in on the opportunity. It's supposed to be financially very big.
Yeah, should you change your career for this thing? Invest in a business? Start your own business? Kirsten Cola's here with more.
Guys, whether you're a rabbi, a lawyer, a police officer, or a stay-at-home mom looking for your own business, believe it or not, there is a pot job for you.
Michael James left a Wall Street career to be the CFO of TerraTech, which owns this 10-acre organic greenhouse in Belvedere, New Jersey. Business, currently valued at $60 million, is betting the farm on marijuana.
You look out across this fragrant field of basil, and what you really see are 3-foot-high plants of marijuana.
Absolutely, with beautiful buds.
You see a whole greenhouse full of it.
Absolutely.
And that's really a greenhouse full of green.
Who will tend all these plants, sell the product, administer the programs as state workers? These jobs and more are all up for grabs on weedhire.com.
We're talking about doctors, lawyers, CEOs, I mean, all across the spectrum.
Absolutely.
Bethany Frankel of Real Housewives fame plans to use her Skinny Girl cocktail fame to launch a Skinny Girl marijuana. Even Wall Street wants in.
We haven't seen an opportunity like this that even compares since the birth of the new media and internet.
So one business that is banking on the legalization of marijuana is PotBotics. This morning, David Goldstein and his PotBot are here with us. You got to tell me about this guy. What does this thing do?
It's actually something that is placed in medical dispensaries so that patients could be better educated on different types of cannabis and dosages and consumption methods.
So I literally walk into a dispensary if I have a prescription and I start working with this guy.
Absolutely. It really conducts the conversation based on ailment and symptoms so that medical patients could really learn more about where the therapeutic effects of cannabis come from.
So let's take a look on the screen right now at some of the things that it can do for us. So if you were to walk up, what exactly are you supposed to be getting? Now you've got this prescription for marijuana from your doctor. Walk me through this.
Yeah, absolutely. So doctors right now are giving general cannabis recommendations, and there's over 5,000 strains on the market.
Sort of like prescription drugs or all types of antibiotics. Which one do you need to get?
Except with prescription drugs, there's a regulatory body making sure that what you pay for is what you're getting. But in this field, because it's so new, there is no regulatory body. So
you need to know the type of pot that you should be getting, the level of cannabinoid,
the consumption,
and how to take it.
Absolutely.
Because there are different options. You can vape it. You can use the oil,
you
right?
You can eat it, the oils, the actual plant itself, flower as we call it in the industry, and it all has different really neurological effects. And for patients, it's really important to understand not only dosing, but how to best consume it.
So tell me the difference then between a human bud tender, because those are already out there, those jobs are out there, and a robot bud tender. What do you get?
There's actually a huge difference, and one of the main differences is that bud tenders right now usually aren't certified, don't have a lot of knowledge, and at the end of the day are salespeople. They really care about what's most in inventory, what gives them the highest margins. By working through PotBot, you get a certified answer that's really ailment-driven, symptom relief-driven, and with a level to get transparency on what you're buying.
Do you have investors lining up at the door in order to get in on this technology?
It's a really exciting state to be in right now. PotBotics itself is very medicinal and technology-focused.
But there are recreational versions of this.
There are. And what we're working on is really applying to the medical market, and if the recreational user could find some type of stress relief or sleep aid out of the system, that's also exciting.
Are these any place right now?
They're currently not anywhere. We're looking at
in your office and in our studio. This is the one and only, right?
This is the one and only. This is our first prototype, and we're looking at a Q2 release in Colorado, California, and hopefully here in New York.
Okay, so basically we're talking in just a couple of months.
Just a couple of months.
All right, and then look soon for them in New York as well? I would think you're hoping.
Oh, I'm definitely hoping so. And we're also going to be available online with a desktop solution and actual smartphone application so people could really get educated even at home.
There's an app for that. David Goldstein of PotBotics, thanks so much for coming in. Suki and Corey, over to you.
I mean, it's just brilliant if you really think about the practical application of how you're using that in terms of, not having a doctor and not in terms of, actually looking at your ailments. No guesswork. You just go in there. It's crazy how we're on a new frontier, boy, aren't we? Thank you for that, PotBot. I just like saying PotBot. Yeah, like let's go to our PotBot.
Yeah.
It's going to be my new anchor soon. Right? Let's go to the PotBot. Still to come. Yeah. Special correspondent. We're stealing beauty secrets from the Oscars red carpet.